fact that by far more Christians have been victims of terror attacks, be it of Boko Haram and Saru so-called bandits, herdsmen, varieties, etc., than Muslims. As Father Kuka asked in his homily during young Nandi's funeral, does the fact that Boko Haram also attack other Muslims detract from the heinousness of these attacks on Christians, or enough justification for them? Why would victims of these attacks not be seen as religious when the perpetrators have not hidden their religious motives? And get to you here.
Well, this is a very complex issue, and to an extent, nobody can really say that, the activities of Boko Haram has nothing to do with Islam, because even the name alone will tell you what it is. And to an extent, I also believe that, like from the previous thing you also read, that some of them may come from outside the country, working together, but the point is that they are united by a single ideology. And that ideology that unites them and make people to, get recruited into the system is what they need to look at. And then there must be a kind of decisive, effort on the part of governments, to look at their activities and the harm they are causing to the nation, including people in the other faiths, and then see how they can work towards addressing those issues. But the fact remains that there is nobody that can 100% or 80% divorce Boko Haram from religious, sentiments and the action they are taking. And to address the matter, it also has to follow the same pattern. To an extent, the imams in the mosque, they have a role to play in, why they preach, to see how to talk to these people so that they are not easily recruited to pursue the same ideology that those who have gone astray are pursuing.
All right, got your thoughts there. Let me get to you, Chuku.
I think if the presidency is listening, he's beginning to see the feedback, the backlash from many Nigerians, and he should be bothered about, his reputation. Should be bothered about the perception of the international community about concerning his integrity and his concern for the citizens of Nigeria. He really should be bothered. Just recently, another nation also, affirmed that it's true that the Boko Haram has killed more. It seemed to be concentrating on Christians, different from, in contradiction to the stance of the president himself. Well, in as much as I personally don't see Boko Haram as being an ideology that targets Christianity or Christians. No, I don't see it that way. Yet, it does not matter much whether the targets are mainly Christians or Christian churches or not. What matters is that they are terrorists. They delight in killing, maiming, destroying lives and property. And where there is a government sworn to protect lives and property, something should be done. Where the government seems to be, to be sympathetic, you are open to several kinds of conspiracy and propaganda. People, you should expect that. And if the presidency don't seem to be concerned about all these, the feedback that, they seem to be, by their body language, they seem to be promoting the activities of these groups, well, they will leave to pay the price. It's really a shame for the presidency to allow this idea to continue to spread on social media. This continues to spread. They are against us. They want to Islamize. The former president has said it. That should spur him up to say, this is my stand. I am against them. I am not sympathetic. Do something. But he allows it. I wonder how those around him feel about this.
All right, let's get to you, Daniel.
Has the president ever been sympathetic to Boko Haram? I don't know. Sometimes there are certain things we say. In River State, this guy, is it Don Wani again?
Yeah.
That was killed.
Attack
Christian.
Projecting the fact that there was a time when they were attacking churches. And then when they stopped attacking, they started attacking mosques. They go directly into mosques. That people go to as early as 5:30 a.m. prayer. And then bombs are set in there. People died. These people are enemy of the state. They are your enemy. They are my enemy. They are Christian enemy. They are Muslim enemies. Until we agree as a country that these people are our enemy, we aren't going anywhere. That is the sentiment that we carry. that because Boko Haram Muslim? How many people agree with them? How many agree with their ideology? For the fact that I'm a Christian, do I support what Don Wani did to people coming from church on the New Year's Eve? Do I support that? No. But is Don Wani a Muslim? Don Wani is a Christian, at least according to his name.
All right, got your thoughts on that too. And that is where we have to wrap up in the newspaper review here with that last story. How Buhari's percentile arguments aid Boko Haram's war. We'll be back. The news update will be up at the top of hour 9.
What? Are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Hello, good to have you here, Geraldine. And let's quickly run through this because it's almost time for the news update.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
No, I thought you wanted to take the news.
No. Go ahead.
Yes. Good morning, listeners. Yes, this is Geraldine. Yeah, from Odibola Properties. Anytime you hear Odibola Properties, just know that we are that real estate firm that you can do business with and go to sleep. Yes, we take care of your real estate problems. Maybe those fears that you have, like you don't really know where to invest. You have the money, you don't know where to invest because maybe you have had bad experience before. Odibola Property is here for you. So we have properties at different locations for different groups of people because we know that not everyone has the same financial strength, because we have people that are civil servants, we have those that work in big companies that may get their money at once and all that. So we have plans for you and we have payment plans for you. And today being Wednesday is our inspection day. Yes, we usually have our inspections on Wednesday and on Saturdays by 10 a.m. So for those of you that can make up today or can meet up at the office, our office is at Inyewale in Sirim Layout off Tombia Extension, GRA Phase 3. Yes, for those of you that can get there, start driving, enter your car and start going to the office so you can meet up today inspection. Yes, for bosses that you can send a representative to go and find out, look, check where this property are. Yes, and our promo property is still on, and I'm usually so excited anytime I'm talking about this promo because you get 2 in 1. You get your property and you also have an all expense paid trip to Dubai just for you to go and relax. And all you have to do to qualify for that is for you to invest in land. Just invest in land. Is it not amazing?
Yeah.
Invest
in land and travel.
Yeah, you're actually using one stone to kill two birds. So you're investing at the same time you're having the time to relax and have fun. And if for those that love the airport area, we have property there. Even if they're like, oh, I'm scared of airport area. Yes, look around. Go to other states like Lagos, Abuja. You see that airport areas, they are very lucrative, and people there, you see hotels, companies around the airport, because that's the first place that people coming from other states or coming from outside Nigeria see. They're like, oh, so this is actually Port Harcourt. I want it be amazing for you to have a property there. Even if you're like, no, I don't want to live there, I don't want to build there. You can actually, yeah, that's why we call you an investor. You can actually just get it, then resell later. I'm sure those that got property at Odili and other areas, they were not expecting the place to be so developed by now, even Ada George and all that, but they got it as of when they did. And now, trust me, they are not regretting that they invested at that time. So that's why we come on the airways every morning to tell you that you should invest, because we know that you want to invest in real estate. Yes, for those of you that can make it this Wednesday, that's today, or this Saturday, I'd like you to call Miss Lisa, or I am interested, to the number 07062 Yewale in Sirim Layout, off Tombia Extension, GRA Phase 3, and book an inspection with us. Start that process. Stop procrastinating. Stop giving excuses. Stop getting scared. There's nothing for you to fear once it comes to Odibola Property, because we are in business because of you, to take care of all those fears that you have. and we have property ranging from 850. So you can actually have property of 850, and we have payment plans for that. Don't be scared. Find out. Come to the office. Do your research. We have property range from 850 to 55 million. We don't only have lands, we have buildings, terrace, carcas for you to invest. Yes, so please send I am interested or call Miss Lisa on the number 08070 62641169. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Geraldine. Good to have you.
Thank you.
It's good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News update.
Hello and good morning. Here's the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Annie Abdul Salam. Rivers State House of Assembly has resolved that the House Committee on Health and Agriculture shall interface with relevant ministries, departments and agencies to check the importation of dead and contaminated meat for sales and consumption in the state and report back to the House. This followed a motion presented by Sam Oge, representing Emoha State Constituency. Speaking during a debate, a member representing Asari Toro Constituency 2, Enemy George, added that not only the slaughterhouses should be revalidated, but also cold rooms to avoid inflow of dead birds into the state. In his submission, the Speaker of the House, Okunyowaji Bani, stated that designated slaughters and cold rooms should be revalidated for proper check. The Director General of the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, Chikwe Ihekweazu, is currently under self-quarantine for possible infection of the deadly coronavirus. The Minister of Health, Osage Ehanere, who was at the National Assembly on Tuesday to brief the Senate leadership on the level of Nigeria's preparedness to contain the virus, disclosed this to the leadership of the Senate. Ehanere said Ihekweazu went into self-quarantine after his return from China to Nigeria and will remain in quarantine in his house for 14 days. Meanwhile, the NCDC in a statement said reports that the DG was under quarantine over coronavirus is false. The National Security Advisor, Babagana Mongunu, has reiterated the commitment of his office to checking on the wrongful use of fertilizer across the country, particularly by terrorists. Mongunu made this known at the public presentation of the National Fertilizer Quality Control Act 2019 in Abuja. Mongunu, who was represented by Rear Admiral Yaminu Musa, said it had been discovered that fertilizer was used in recent times by terrorists to carry out that nefarious activities. The NSA said terrorists now use fertilizers for the production of homemade explosive devices. This report says President Muhammadu Buhari has indicated that stronger diplomatic ties with Hellenic Republic and Republic of Cuba will increase the ongoing efforts of Nigeria at diversifying the economy, improving global competitiveness, and repositioning the country to play more leading roles. President Buhari stated this when he received letters of credence from the ambassador of Hellenic Republic to Nigeria, Monsieur Luanis Plotas, at the presidential villa Abuja. The president said the long-standing diplomatic and business relations with the country will be strengthened for mutual benefit, noting that most global challenges would need collective efforts for lasting solutions. Also receiving letters of credence of the ambassador of Cuba to Nigeria, Clara Escandel, President Buhari said the cultural similarities between both countries should serve as an impetus for working together, especially on trade. He added that Cuba's efforts in developing medicine and engaged engineering could provide the springboard. And onto the foreign scene, an Egyptian court has sentenced 37 people to death, including one of the country's most high-profile fighters, on terrorism-related charges. The Cairo Criminal Court said the defendants were charged with belonging to a local affiliate of the ISIS armed group spearheading a rebellion in Egypt's Sinai Peninsula. The men are among more than 200 defendants accused of carrying out more than 40 attacks that included killing high-ranking police officers and bombings that targeted Egyptian capital's police headquarters. The charges include a 2013 assassination attempt on Egyptian Interior Minister. And with that, we wrap up on the news update. Thank you for listening. To have a good morning.
never been this good. Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Welcome to Returns Market Investments Nigeria Limited, a subsidiary of Result Into Nigeria Limited.